Hello and welcome to Hadrians Wall, Northumberland. It's a late evening, about 5 o'clock. The sun sets in about 2 hours time. Just starting to get some nice light. Hopefully the sun will also give us a sunset later on. So let's go and see what we can do. Welcome to a windy, cold, with no light, Hadrians Wall. So what I'm hoping for tonight is that gap in the clouds there on the horizon. That's the west, so the sun sets there. So when it gets later on, the cloud should stay like that. The sun should dip below and hopefully light up the whole sky. That's the theory anyway. We shall see. Talk you through this composition. We've got a 17 to 40 wide angle lens, focusing on the fern there in the wall, and then we're following the wall through up to the crags. More hills, more heavy bags. This time it's a bit chillier than normal because it's getting near winter. As predicted, thank God, the sun's come out. Just need to get a good composition now before it disappears. As usual, I'm running late. And there she is, the famous Sycamore Gap, or Robin Hood's tree from the Kevin Costner film. So we've got the wall leading in from the left, sweeping along, following the wall, the tree, the light, going up to the top. Got a 0.9, which is a 3-stop graduated filter, just to kind of bring the sky down a bit, focusing on the tree, f11, and it's as simple as that. When you're in such a beautiful location, you can't really take a bad picture, especially now the light's kind of picked up nice. The advantage with the wide angle lens, which I've got the 17-40 on at the moment, is you can get really low down. You can get quite close to subjects, which really accentuates the foreground, and you can get some quite nice images. So in this one here, obviously I can't show you on the video because it's not a 70mm lens, but you can really stretch this tree out and make it look ginormous, even though it's probably, what, 4 foot tall. Beautiful light now. It's turned out to be a perfect evening. Don't think we'll get the sunset because the clouds rapidly disappearing, but still this evening light for the next half hour is golden and absolutely beautiful, especially with the dark sky in the background. Got a lovely composition here, not for the faint of heart if you're scared of heights, because that's a long way down. So basically we've got the foreground interest of the crags with the loch in the background, and then the kind of rolling hill and the dark clouds behind. Done this as a portrait style, focusing on the rock, f11 with, I think I'm on about 22mm. So over this scene here, the sun's setting on the horizon, so it's really bright over there, and then it's really dull down here. So to try and compensate that, I've done a couple of things. On the front of the camera, I've put 2 graduated filters, a 3-stop and a 2-stop, making a total of 5 stops to try and pull down that light, but that's still a bit too harsh. So what I've done is I've bracketed the photo, which essentially means I've taken 5 images. So I've taken 1 3 stops below, then 1 stop, then 0, then 1, then 3 again, to make a total of 5. And then I can take the darkest one, which is the kind of sky, in the middle, and the lighter ones for the kind of the foreground and the midground, and then combine them in Photoshop to get the image if I can't recover the highlights from the first one. I think the thing to watch is your histogram, and that it isn't bunched up and clipping at the right, which means that the highlights are too you've kind of blown out your highlights. And if it's too clipped at the left, it's all bunched up and there's a bit missing on the left of the graph, that means that you've lost your shadow details. So you want to try and get that histogram in the middle of both. I am so spoiled for view, for choice. The light's starting to wane now, but my god, this is epic. Absolutely epic. So you can see here, we have the cliff and the path all leading in.